We're here with Teresa and Steve, who've currently got £6,000 in their prize fund, which is brilliant news. Genuinely thrilled.
It's a relief.
Now, this next challenge is for £10,000. That is a lot of holiday. Before we go any further, I am going to lock in with our adjudicator whether this challenge is possible or impossible. This challenge is called Getting Personal.
Saucy.
Saucy.
You can see how he ticks.
I'm going to give that to you. Thank you, Mr. Calvert. We will have a look, as ever, exactly what that means. Right. Inferring detail, I think, is a much undervalued skill. The whole Sherlock Holmes thing is about reading between the lines. I think more people don't do it because it is quite difficult, but it's crucial to what I do. We're going to need the audience's help for the next bit. Audience, if you would, I'd like you to think about what you've got in your pockets. I don't want you to look, I just want you to think about what you've got in your pockets. If you could all do that. Teresa, do you want to just check that? I really can't see through it.
No, well, I can't see you, so...
No. It is genuinely opaque, and I'm just going to put that on. Perhaps, Teresa, you'd be so kind.
Oh, I'd love to.
Nice and tight.
Nice and
Put it
tight.
down a bit,
Nice
yeah?
and tight.
Like you like it, Steve, eh?
He had 4,000.
Not sure about that one. That's beautiful, hang on.
You good?
Yeah, well, a bit lopsided, but...
Okay. Could everybody now pull out the object they have in their pockets that they were thinking of, hold it in their hand and stand up? Whilst they're doing that, Steve, can you take the tray and go out into the audience and gather up 5 or 6 different items? Don't worry about giving your items to Steve. We will give them back to you. We won't know who's given us what, so there's no question of embarrassing you.
It's a wallet, it's not very interesting.
Well, you can't say that, you just heard us.
Might want to take that back.
Go wherever you want, Steve. Go and grab 5 or 6 items and then bring them back and put the tray down. Who's that?
That's me.
Oh, hello, Teresa. How are you?
Good.
How's he getting on, Teresa?
He's a bit slow.
Is he playing to the crowd?
Well, that's exciting, isn't it?
So is the tray back there?
It is.
Okay, now there should be a cloth somewhere.
Yeah.
Here. Could you just take one of the items and put it in that box and put the lid back on, okay? Have you done that?
Yes.
Finally, could you take the cover and cover the remaining items?
Okay.
Have you done that?
Yep.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Have a look at that. I want you to visualise the other side of the apple.
Okay.
Try and picture exactly what the pattern on this side is. It's not terribly difficult because it is an apple. But this is exactly what I do, taking what I do know and then trying to have a sort of leap of faith in my imagination and picture what I can't see. And you start to build up patterns, okay?
Yeah.
So this, for me, is the side of the apple I can see. Okay. I've got a sense here. There's one item missing. Obviously, you only got 5 items. You would have been presented with wallets and keys. You wouldn't have taken keys. You'd have thought they were too noisy. You didn't take a wallet because I think somebody mentioned it out loud, so you perhaps abandoned that idea. But there's a pattern here. For £10,000, is it possible that the item in that box is written on that card? Have I managed to infer from the patterns of behaviour, knowing what I know about what people have in their pockets, knowing that you would have looked at things and thought, that's too obvious? Do you mind if I have a look what's inside?
No, please
If I was in your shoes,
Yeah,
I'd want me
yeah,
to, because you'll
yeah.
see my reaction to it.
Yeah, but
Well,
you're too,
I'll see your A reaction. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that.
For £10,000, have I written the word, it looks like a receipt
Yep.
from Tesco's. Have I written the word receipt on that piece of paper? Or do you think this has all been a complete charade and it's impossible? What are your instincts?
Okay, what are the other
do you
things
feel?
that could have been, that he could have said? Phone.
Yeah, but he's read you well,
Yeah, it's read me
because
very
they're
well.
random items.
It's obvious.
Well, this is an unusual thing for someone to give you out of their pocket.
No, I don't think it is. However, to be able to, and we've got to remember, this is every time. So he's got to be able to do this every
single
time.
time.
And for that reason, I'm going to say impossible. Every time. Could have been a phone number. It could have been. I think
It could have been cigarettes, it could have been a lighter, it could have been keys,
no,
it
I
could have been
think
coins, it could
you've
have been money,
realised
it could have
there's
been-
like there's a couple of papers. It's light. They're all light objects. I think you can read that. That could have been a phone number. That could have been some other bit of paper. It could have been a betting slip.
Yeah. Okay. I think it is a pretty hard push to do something like this every single time.
Okay, what about if I change it slightly to, I've written Tesco receipt on that piece of paper, would that help?
No, because I think
For £10,000,
Locking in.
impossible. Well, no, he's just said that. Oh, do you know what? Just don't speak.
Okay.
Because you're throwing me off.
what are you going to say?
Impossible.
Okay.
It's
Gonna
only
say-
10 grand,
it's only
isn't
10
it?
grand.
Lock in impossible.
You're going to lock in impossible for £10,000. So you want to see anything written on that piece of paper
Except for receipt.
except for receipt?
No.
Tesco receipt. Open up a
Absolutely.
piece of paper.
Oh
Have
my
a look
goodness,
at
he's saying it too quick.
it. Have you won £10,000 for your prize fund or not? Have a look.
Oh,
What does it say?
it says
No,
That says Tesco receipt. Tesco receipt, ladies and gentlemen. Just to be sure, can we bring in Mr. Calver? There was never any doubt. This challenge was always possible. How I do it doesn't really matter. The fact is I can do it. It's
Okay.
possible. Give them a big round of applause. Listen, chins up, because this can still be a great night for you. You've got £6,000. If you just go away with £6,000, it's a good night out.
absolutely.
It is.
And there's another £20,000 potentially to be put into your prize fund. So follow me. Right. Probably a bit disappointed about the £10,000, but don't be, because our last challenge is for £20,000.
Ooh, indeed.
That would make a difference.
We need to lock in with our adjudicator whether this last challenge is possible or impossible, and I have that envelope here. It is called Psychic Detective. Thank you very much, Mr. Calver. Any ideas what that might involve?
He doesn't give anything away, does he?
He doesn't really. He doesn't really. I'm just trying to think who I'm going to go with here, because I'm going to take one of you off on a little trip. And I think with your holistic background, the Reiki, perhaps that more intuitive kind of thing, I'm going to go with you.
Thanks very much.
Do you want to go for a little outing?
Okay, let's
Yeah?
do it, yes.
Cool.
Good luck.
Let's go.
Thanks.
You're going to stay here. We'll be back soon. We've got a little walk.
Okay, I should have worn flat shoes.
You know what part of London we're in?
London Bridge?
Yep, London
Yes.
Bridge. This challenge